Ajay, good evening. So how are you all? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's continue. Hmm. Okay, so can you see the screen? अरे भाई स्क्रीन दिख रहा है नहीं दिख रहा है?
Yes, sir. Visible.
ओके, सो आप लोगों ने प्रॉब्लम ट्राई किए हैं ये? आंसर आया किसी का? नहीं किया तो अभी करो. जस्ट ट्राई इट क्विकली.
सर ट्राई किया बट फिर वो एक्स और ए का क्या होगा वो नहीं समझा.
ओके, एक सौ एक का क्या होगा? सो वी हैव थ्री क्वेश्चंस एंड थ्री अननोन्स ना. सो समहाउ यू शुड ट्राई टू गेट द आंसर. पहले कैसे फाइंड करोगे देखो. Okay, do one thing. Divide equation 1 by equation 2 and divide equation 2 by equation 3. So in this way, you can get two relations. Yes. Okay, so no one got the answer, right? Anyone? किसी का आंसर नहीं आया? ओके, इसका मतलब किसी का नहीं आया, ठीक है. तो देखो क्या करते हैं. NC1 x raised to power n minus 1 a raised to power 1 is equal to 240. NC2 x raised to power n minus 2 and a raised to power 2 is 720. So you divide equation 2 by equation 1 or 1 by 2, whatever you wish. Hai na? So divide equation 2 by equation 1. So NC2 x raised to power n minus 2 a raised to power 2 upon NC1 x raised to power n minus 1 a raised to power 1 720 upon 240. Okay, and now you simplify it. So NC2 is n into n minus 1 upon 2. So a will cancel with a square, it will be 1a. N minus 2 and n minus 1, which one is the larger? N minus 1 or n minus 2?
N minus 1.
So n minus 1 is larger, right? So this will cancel, the power 1x will be left. So in numerator you have a, in denominator you have x. And right side 0 0 cancel, and 24 3 are 720, right? Here n can be cancelled. So what we are left with, just I'm simplifying. So you simplify in your own way. So what we have, n minus 1 time a upon 2x is going to be 3. So n minus 1 time a is 2 3 are 6x. So let me call it equation 4. Okay. So now you have equation 4. So I divided equation 2 by equation 1. Then I get equation 4. Now you divide equation 3 by equation 2 or equation 2 by 3. So divide equation 3 by equation 2. So what will happen? Equation 3 is NC3 x raised to power minus 3 a cube upon equation 2 is NC2 x raised to power n minus 2 a raised to power 2 is equal to 1080 upon 720. Now you simplify this. So 0 0 cancels, है ना? And 12 6 ja, 12 9 ja. So 3 2 ja and 3 3 ja. So 3 upon 2, right side. And left side, you simplify NC3. So here a square will cancel aq. So 1a will be left in the numerator. And n minus 3 is smaller than n minus 2. So this term will cancel with this. 1x will be in the denominator. So, and NC3 is what? So, okay, NC3 I will solve later on. NC2, in numerator you have a, in denominator you have x, and here it is 3 by 2. Numerator is 3 and denominator is 2. So what you are getting, just do cross multiplication. NC3 time a, NC2 time x into 3 by 2. Okay, so simplify this. NC3 is n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 upon 6. You simplify it, okay? So you know the formula of NCR, n factorial upon r factorial, n minus r factorial. So you simplify in that way, so you will get this one. N minus 1, n minus 2 upon 6 times a. NC2 is n into n minus 1 upon 2 times x into 3 by 2. So finally, what you have, n cancels, n minus 1 cancelled. So you are left in the left side, you have a upon, sorry, n minus 2 times a upon 6. Okay, and in the right side you have 3x upon 4. So what you are getting, just to simplify more, so 4 times n minus 2 into a is equal to 18 times x. Let me call it equation 5. So now focus on equation 4 and 5. So equation 4 is this one, and equation 5, let me write it here. So it is 4 times n minus 2 into a is equal to 18x. This is fifth one. Now you look, actually adding, subtracting will help when you have add, sub, plus, minus. But here mostly you see n minus 1 into a. So it has product. So the better way is to divide to eliminate the variables. Okay. So we cannot find all simultaneously, but one by one we can find. So now focus on 4 and 5. What if you divide 5 and 4? So divide equation 5 by 4. So what I'm saying, divide equation 5 by 4, equation 4. So equation 5, you have 4 times n minus 2 into a equal to 18x. You divide by 6x. Here you divide by n minus 1 times a. So we are dividing equation 5 by equation 4. So a cancels, okay, and x cancels. 6 3 is 18. So finally we have what? We have 4 times n minus 2 upon n minus 1 is equal to 3. So do cross multiplication. 4 times n minus 2 is equal to 3 times n minus 1. Now what you see in this equation? There is only one unknown. So this can be calculated easily. N can be calculated from this. So you simplify more. 4n minus 8 is equal to 3n minus 3. So 4n minus 3n is equal to 8 minus 3. So from here n is equal to 5. Okay. So n you get 5. Now what you want more? So you want a and x also. So n you got. Now you replace in 5. So equation 5, if you put n 5, so what will happen? 4 times 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2 is 3a is equal to 18x. So you have what? From here you get 12a is equal to 18x. So means you can cancel 6 to the 12, 6 3 is 18. So 2a is 3x. So you have now relation. Let me call it equation number 7. I think 4 5 is a 6. So let me call it 6. So 2a is 3x. So n is finally 5. Now you are remain to find a and x. So how to find? So just use this sixth relation. You can write like x in terms of a or a in terms of x. So a is 3x by 2. You can also do this. Now you replace this in equation 1, 2, 3, any one of them. So equation 1 was what? Equation 1 you see. So NC1 x raised to power n minus 1 a raised to power 1 is 240. You put in one equation. You can use any one of the equation. Okay. So after practicing many questions, you will get an idea how to get easily. So equation 1 is NC1 x raised to power n minus 1 a raised to power 1 is 240. So NC1 is n and x you have. So x you want to find, n was 5. So 5 minus 1 is 4. A is equal to 240. NC1 is n and n is 5. So 5x4 into a is 240. And you have a in terms of x, 3x by 2. So you put it here. So 5x4, a is 3x by 2. That is 240. So now you can see here, you have only x in this equation. So x can be calculated from here. So 5 3s are 15, x raised to power 5 upon 2 is 240. Now you simplify. So 15 x raised to power 5 is 240 into 2. So x raised to power 5 is 240 into 2 upon 15. So you can cancel it. So 15 ones are 15 and 15 plus 9. 15 6 are 90. So 16 into 15 is 240. So you get 32. 32 is 2 raised to power 5. So x you get 2 because x raised to power 5 is 2 raised to power 5. So x is 2. So x you get 2. So now you have x and n. You can get a from equation 6 only. So here you had a is 3x by 2. So a is 3x. X you got now. So x is 2. So 3 into 2 upon 2. 2 2 cancelled. So answer is 3. So you have a also. So what is final answer? A is 3, n is 5, x is 2. Okay. So now you see how I did. Just we had 3 equation. So I divided 2 by 1, 3 by 2. I got 2 more equation. After solving these two, I got the value of n. Okay. So after this, I get the so I get the value of n, and this n value I put in equation 4 or 5, anywhere you can put. So you get a relation between a and x, and that relation I used in equation 1. So I get x, and then I put in this 4 or 5. So you get a. So finally you get all the values. Yeah, is it fine to everyone how I did? Just as a simplification, nothing more. If you got this, then I will give you one more problem. In the similar manner, you have to solve that. Do you want?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm giving you one question on similar type. You try to solve and tell me the answer. Hmm. One minute. So the question is, so the coefficient of the coefficient of, okay, so the coefficient of three consecutive terms. Three consecutive terms. So the coefficient of three consecutive terms in the expansion of 1 plus x raised to power n are in the ratio 1:7:42. So the coefficient of three consecutive terms in the expansion of 1 plus x raised to power n are in the ratio. So three terms, coefficient of three consecutive terms are in the ratio 1:7:42. So find the value of n. Say then what is n? You have to tell the value of n. Okay, so try this. This is similar. So in the last question you had separately given first term, second term, third term, fourth term. Here you have given any three consecutive terms, consecutive, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, maybe like that. So it's better you assume rth r plus 1th r plus 2th like this, and then they have given you the ratio. Then you calculate n. So try this. Otherwise, I will solve. It's easier than the last one. Okay, this question. You're taking more time. I think this much time you should not take.
Sir, n is equal to 7.
Okay, let me check. I don't know answer. So three consecutive number they said. So it's better to take rth term, r plus 1th term, and r plus 2th term. Okay, r plus 1 and r plus 2 are three consecutive number. So rth term is ncr minus 1 x raised to power r minus 1, because in place of a you have 1, in place of b you have x. This is ncr x raised to power r, ncr plus 1 x raised to power r plus 1. But we have to care about only coefficients. These are the coefficient except variable x. So the ratio of coefficient are like, So NCR minus 1 upon NCR. Okay, the first two I'm taking. So ratio, first two ratio is 1 upon 7. And again, next two you can take. NCR is 2. So is 2 is the ratio. Na? So upon you can take. NCR is to NCR plus 1. And that is 7 upon 42. Are you getting the point? So this is to this is to this is 1 is to 7 is to 42. So I took the ratio. Now just simplify this two. So you have how many unknowns here? Only n and r. So two equations are enough. The first equation, second equation. Because we eliminated x because they didn't talk about x. They talked about only coefficient, not the variable. Okay. So coefficient is a number, with that variable term. Okay. So now let's simplify this. So in let's do cross multiplication in the first one. So if you do the cross multiplication, so NC, so 7 times NCR minus 1 is NCR. Okay, so first simplify this. Let's check what happens, then we'll back to the other. So let's simplify this one first. So NCR minus 1, n factorial, R minus 1 factorial, and n minus, in bracket R minus 1. So if you open the bracket, it's a n minus R plus 1 factorial. And equal to n factorial, R factorial, n minus R factorial. Okay. So now 7 factorial you can cancel. Okay, so 1 you have, r minus 1 and r. So keep r minus 1 factorial as it is because r is the larger number. So larger factorial can be written as the smaller factorial. And n minus r plus 1 is the larger than n minus r. So you break it into n minus r factorial. So n minus r plus 1 into you take 1 minus, subtract 1. So you will left with n minus r factorial and 1 upon. Here r factorial can be written as r into r minus 1 factorial. Okay, and keep the n minus r factorial as it is. So what we have now, this cancelled with this and this cancelled with this. So we have now 7 upon n minus r plus 1 and 1 upon r. You do the cross multiplication. So 7r is going to be n minus r plus 1. So you bring the r into the one side. So 8r is equal to n plus 1. Okay, so make this one equation. Or you want n, so it's better to find r. So it's a n plus 1 upon 8. So keep this equation number 3. So I simplified the first equation and we got 3. So you can also say this is 1 only. This is 1 only. Just the simplest form of equation 1 is equation 3. Now let's back to the equation 2. In the similar manner, we can simplify equation 2. So this is equation 2. So let me simplify and cross multiply. First you can cancel it 6 times. So 6 times NCR is equal to 1 time NCR plus 1. Now you simplify this. So it will be 6 times n factorial r factorial n minus r factorial. Okay, and this is n factorial r plus 1 factorial n minus r minus 1 factorial. Okay, so what we have, this we can cancel in one time. So do the cross multiplication. You can do directly, right? So 6 times r plus, or you can do later on, no problem. Okay, so if you want, you can do this multiplication there or later on. 6 times, so I'm doing cross multiplication. R plus 1 factorial n minus r minus 1 factorial is equal to r factorial n minus r factorial. Similarly, so you have to break the larger number into the smaller factorial. So like r plus 1 and r. So r plus 1 is larger. So r plus 1 factorial can be written as r plus 1 into r factorial and n minus r minus 1 n minus r. So n minus r is a larger one. So keep the n minus r minus 1 as it is in factorial, r factorial as it is. So this bracket can be removed. Okay. Now n minus r into n minus r minus 1 factorial you can do. Now this term cancels with this and this term cancels with this. So you have now 6 times r plus 1 is equal to n minus r. Fine. Yes. So open this, 6r plus 6 is equal to n minus r. So bring that r into left side. So 6r plus r, 7r is n minus 6. So bring the 6 on the left side to the right side. So n minus 6. So r we have n minus 6 upon 7. Okay. So this is equation number, let's say 4. Now you look at 3 and 4. 3 you have r is equal to n plus 1 by 8. In the 4 you have r is equal to n minus 6 by 7. Both are same r, so you can equate. So from 3 and 4 you can equate n plus 1 by 8 is equal to n minus 6 by 7. Fine. So what we have, just you do cross multiplication. 7n plus 7 is equal to 8n minus 48. Okay, so bring 8n into left side, or 7n you can bring. So 7 plus 48 is equal to 8n minus 7n. Yeah, so 7 plus 48 is what?
55.
55 is equal to n. So I'm getting n as 55. Okay, so let me check what is the answer. The answer is correct. So n is 55. Okay, so just simplification. Information was given in the question, the ratio of any three term, the coefficient, okay, ratio of the coefficient of consecutive three term are in the ratio 1:7:42, and then we just simplified them to get the value of n. So any doubt in this, you can tell. So let's solve few questions asked in the JEE Mains or Advanced. So let me solve few questions. So try this. So the question is, the coefficient of okay, x raised to power 7 in expansion of 1 minus x square plus x cube raised to power 6 is what? Options you have 144, B minus 144, C 132, D minus 132. So this was asked in JEE 2009. Try this. JEE Mains 2009. Okay. So you try to simplify the concept you have. Are you not getting? Yes, I have to solve, I think. Tell me getting or not getting.
Not getting, sir.
Okay. So let me solve. So can you factorize this? This term, can you factorize it? Yeah. Yes or no? So we have done one question of this type in last class. If you remember, the coefficient of x raised to power 4, I think we were counting. So we have calculated the coefficient of x raised to power 4. This is a similar question. So look, we have 1 minus x square plus x cube raised to power 6. So what you can do, factorize it. So in the first two term, you have nothing common, means 1 is common. In the last two term, you have common x square. So minus x square I'm taking outside. So what will be left? 1 minus x and the whole power is 6. So if you factorize, so you will get 1 minus x time 1 minus x square and the power is 6 of both. Okay. And you can do what? So 1 minus x raised to power 6, 1 minus x square raised to power 6. Now you know how to expand this. This is binomial now. Okay, so we can expand it. So if I will expand it, it will be 1. So NC0 and a 6C0, x raised to power 0, then minus NC1, so N is 6, x raised to power 1 plus 6C2, x raised to power 2 minus, so sign will be alternate due to this minus. And 6C3, x raised to power 3 plus 6C4, x raised to power 4 and minus 6C5, x raised to power 5 plus 6C6, x raised to power 6. So last, so this is expansion of first term. Now let me write expansion of second term into, so product this expansion. So 1 minus 6C1, again it's a minus of x square. Okay, so it will be x square power raised to power 1 plus 6 is 2, x raised to power 4 minus 6C3. It's a minus x square. Okay, so it's a 1 minus x square means 1 plus minus of x square. So in place of a we have 1, in place of b we have minus x square. So this minus will make term alternating sign. So x raised to power 6 plus 6C4, x raised to power 8 minus 6C5, x raised to power 10 and plus 6C6, x raised to power 12. This is expansion of second term. Now question is, what is the coefficient of x raised to power 7? So from the each factor you will take one term. We don't have to multiply all the terms because there are 7 term in first and 7 term in second. If you multiply all, then you will have 49 terms. But we don't need all 49 terms. I will only select those terms which will contribute power 7. Okay. So tell me, which term will you multiply this 1? So 1 in the first factor. So which term you will multiply in the second factor to get x raised to power 7? Yes. Which term you want to take? With which number you will multiply which term in the second factor? There are two factors. Okay.
None of them.
None of them, because there is no term which has power 7, right? Okay, so first name. Now you come to second term in the first. factor. So in the first factor, the second term is minus 6 C1 time x. Yes.
minus
You will
6
you will multiply with this term, right? My into, so this you will multiply with minus 6 C3 x raised to power 6. Because after product, we'll get x raised to power 7. That's what we want. Okay, come to this third term in the first factor. So which term will you multiply in the second factor to get x raised to power 7?
None.
Term, right? So come to the fourth term in the first factor. Now,
6 2 x4
yes.
6C2X.
So minus of 6C3 x cube will multiply to plus of 6C2, okay, x raised to power 4. Now again, the fifth term in the first factor. So you will have no term to get contribute, and power 7. So come to the second last term in the first factor. Yes, second last term will be multiplied to which term in the second factor?
6c1 x2.
Yes. So minus 6c5 x raised to power 5 have to be multiplied with minus 6c1 x square. Okay, and now the last term you cannot multiply to get x raised to power 7. There is no term. Okay, so this is what we wanted. Now we simplify. So this is what we wanted to, so this is coefficient of x raised to power 7 we were collecting. So 6c1 is 6 and 6c3 you calculate. So minus minus plus. So let me write 6c1 into 6c3 x raised to power 7 minus 6c3 6c2 x raised to power 7 plus 6c5 6c1 x raised to power 7. So you simplify this. 6c1 is 6, 6c3 is 6 into 5 into 4 upon 6 x raised to power 7. 6c3 is again 6 5 4 upon 6. 6c2 5 6 into 5 upon 2 x raised to power 7. 6c5 is 6, 6c1 is 6. Okay. So now you take x to the power 7 common. So this 6 cancels. 6 into 5 into 4 minus this 6 you cancel. So 5 into 4 into this 2 you cancel 3 times. 3 times 5. So 5 4 3 5 plus 6 into 6 36. And outside you have x raised to power 7. So you wanted to get coefficient. Okay. So you just calculate this number. So tell me which number is this? This is 120. And this is 300 plus 36. Okay, so tell me 120 plus 36. So 156 minus 300 x raised to power 7. So what you are getting?
Minus 144.
Minus 144 into x raised to power 7. This is the coefficient. So minus 144 is the answer for this question. Okay, B option. Okay, so this type of question they ask in mains. Okay, try next one. So any doubt in this? Just we did factorization, then we have two factors and we expanded both. Then we collected the terms in a pairwise terms so that the product contributes x raised to power 7.
Sir, how can we expand if there are 3 terms?
Similar way you can think of. So you take the powers which contribute some 7, like 1 4 2, like this. No, 1 2 then 4. So you have to multiply like this.
Okay.
You have to make the triplet. I mean triplet, I mean the powers. So x raised to power 1, x raised to power 2, x raised to power 4. So that's sum will be 7. So like this. Okay, let's try next question. So next question is, oh sorry, this was asked in 2011, not 9. So the question of 2009 is this one. So I'm writing now. So this is from 2011. And now I'm writing the question from 2009. Okay. So the question is, that's a JEE Mains 2009. So question they asked, this is easier one. So we did this type of question in first class. So the remainder left out when 8 raised to power 2n minus 62 raised to power 2n plus 1. So 8 raised to power 2n minus 62 raised to power 2n plus 1 is divided by 9 is what? So you have 4 options. I'm not giving the option. You tell me the answer. So this type of question you did in the first class. We did. So you try and tell the easier one. This is very easy. N can be any natural number. So what is the remainder when you divide this term by 9?
-7.
But remainder we don't take as -7. When you divide anything by 9, so remainder will be 0 to 9. 0 to 8, in fact, not 9. So options I give you. The option was given in the exam is, so options are 0 to 7, 8. 0 to 7, 8. So your answer is correct, but you have to modify that. I mean, -7 is fine, but you don't have any option. And actually remainder is not -7 anytime. So you have to convert in that way. You are close, I think. Do you know something like when you divide A by B, so it's a BQ plus R. So dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So
So 2.
quotient can be, okay. So quotient can be any integer, but remainder will be always positive integer, or you say non-negative integer. So non-negative integer, including 0. Okay. You can be any integer, and a remainder will be always, if a divisor is B, the remainder will be 0, 1, 2, up to B minus 1. This is the only possibility for him. Yes. So what you do? What if you put n is equal to 1, suppose? This is very difficult number. Okay.
0. N is equal to 0.
But n is a natural number. Okay. Why do you want to put 0? So n actually we take natural number mostly. So Otherwise, you can do one thing. Question is correct, no? Yes, that's fine. So you can write. Well, in general, solution can also be written, okay, like we did. So 8 raised to power 2, you know, so you can write 64 raised to power in that. And this is, so put n is equal to 1. Why you want to wait? Not do in general, because for any natural number, it will give you same remainder. So just check for 1. So 8 raised to power 2 minus 62 raised to power 3. So that's a larger number. But you try. Fine. Can you find 62 cube? Okay, so this will create problem. I mean, you have to multiply this. The second
238
238,228. So you can multiply 62, 62, then 62 again. Okay. So you subtract this. What do you get? You will get a minus.
minus 238164.
238,164. Yes, someone else is saying something. Tell.
Sir, the 62's cube is 238,328.
Okay, 328. Check. Okay. So here you will left with what? 264. Okay, check both of you. Now we have to decide what is the remainder when you divide this. So you see, this is negative number. Okay. So what do? You just try to find the nearest number multiple of 9 to this. So what you can do? So you have to convert into this form like 9 into q plus r, and that r you want. Okay. So first let me just like you divide by this 238,264. You're doing this way. I'm just dividing this minus. I'm ignoring minus, just doing this. So 9 2 is 18. Okay. So 558. 9 6 is 54. 4 42. 9 4 is 36. 36. So you subtract it. Okay. What is the 6? 66 and 66. 9 7 ja 63. So 3 and now left with 4. Yeah. So now what? 9 3 ja 27. So what you are getting? 7, right? Okay. So I'm writing this now. So what you can write this number? This number is actually 9 times this plus 7. Okay. So look. So minus I'm taking outside. Minus again. This number you can write. Divisor can be written as. Sorry, dividend can be written as dividend. Divisor into quotient. So quotient is 26473 plus remainder 7. So I have to divide the negative side, but I have taken only positive. So I have to write in that form. So you multiply it, no problem. Minus 9 times 26473 minus 7. But remainder, you know, always it's a 0 to 8. So you have to write in that form. So what you can do, no problem. 26473 minus 9 plus 2 you can do. Now you can take 9 common from here. Okay. So if you take minus 9 common, so it will be 26474 now. Okay. After taking common, it will be plus 1, and that will create this and plus 2. So it is of the form minus so 9 times you take q is minus of this thing. So you can also write minus with this, no problem. You can write minus with this. So q can be negative, quotient can be negative. Okay. And plus remainder is 2. So 2 is your remainder. So what you got? You can do by other way also. So this I took n as 1. So the one problem was this, to find cube and then this. Otherwise, expansion method we can try. Okay. So what we can do? We can do one thing another way. Second method, that it is 8 raised to power 2n minus 62 raised to power 2n plus 1. So 8 raised to power 2 is 64. You can write 64 raised to power n. It's a 60. Sorry, it was 63, I think. What was this? 62? 62. Okay, fine. So 62 raised to power 2n plus 1. 64 raised to power n. 64 is what? 63 plus 1 raised to power n. This is 63 minus 1 raised to power 2n minus 1. Now you can write the expansion, or you can write 1 plus 63. Then 63 is a multiple of 9. So it will come 63 times something. If you expand it, so suppose I expand it, what will happen? So you will get NC0. It's a 1 plus 63. You consider it 1 plus 63, no problem. And something like, suppose it's a NC0 only, and plus NC1 63 raised to power 1. Then NC2 63 raised to power 2, and so on. At last it will go NCN 63 raised to power n. So what do you see? In all these terms, you have 63 common, and 63 is the what? Multiple of 9. 63 is multiple of 9, and that's what. So what you can do? That's why you can take 63 common, and 63 common means you can take 9 common, in fact. So this is NC0 is 1. So 1 plus 9 times some Q1. I'm writing like this. Whatever number is this, you take it as 9 Q1 minus. Now it's a 63 minus 1. It's better to make it, take the minus common. So if you take the minus common, you can make it 63 plus 1 power 1. So I was expanding 1 plus 63 raised to power n minus. So I'm taking minus common from inside this bracket. This will make plus, because power is odd. So minus 1 raised to power odd number is minus 1, minus plus. It will become 1 minus 63 raised to power n. So I am expanding this actually. So this is this term into. If I expand this second term plus, and now you expand this. So what will happen? NC0. Okay, again we will have NC0. Same thing like this. Just in place of 63 plus, you have 63 minus now. You have minus 63. And you know the expansion of 1 plus x raised to power n. I'm using that way. NCR x raised to power r from 0 to n. Just this formula you use. So I'm using this formula. So x here is 63 in the first term. Second term, it's a minus 63. So NC0 minus NC1 63 plus NC2 63 square minus 63, and so on. It will go like last term. Okay, so last term will be, you don't know the n, so minus 1 raised to power n. Okay, sorry, I made the power as n, but here power was 2n minus 1. Sorry, so you didn't notice this. Power is 2n minus 1. Okay, so in place of n, no matter, in place of n, what will happen? In place of n, you will take 2n minus 1. So what I'm doing, it's a 2n plus 1. Nah? So 2n plus 1. 2n plus 1 itself odd. Okay, fine. So 2n plus 1 C0 minus, or you take 2n plus 1 as m if you find problem in writing. So 2n plus 1 C1 63 raised to power 1 plus 2n plus 1. Now NC1 NC 2n plus 1 C2 63 square, and keep going. Okay, so minus 2n plus 1 C3 60 raised to power 3, and so on. Alternatively it will go. So last term will be minus 2n plus 1 C 2n plus 1 63 raised to power 2n plus 1. Just in place of n, I have 2n plus 1. So wherever you see n, you write 2n plus 1. So what, again the same thing. From the second term onward, in every term you can take 63 common. 63 is multiple of 9. So you can take 9 common in fact. So we are thinking about 9 only because we want to divide by 9. So the second term you have in the similar way. So second term you have is 1 plus 9q2 again. So 1, this is first term, and 2n plus 1 c0. nc0 is 1. And the rest term will have 9 common. So 9, and whatever the left is, we don't care about that. Just we renamed that q2. So renamed as q2. Okay, so see now. So first term is 1 plus 9 times q1. Second term is 1 plus 9 times q2. In between there is plus because I made plus in between. Here I made plus after taking minus common inside. So 1 plus 9q1 plus 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. 9q1 minus q2, or q1 plus q2, right? q1 plus q2. So 2 plus 9q. So q1 plus q2 I renamed as q because we don't need q actually. That's why we are just ignoring. Okay, just we have to write in form. So 9q. So remainder is this. So you get 9q plus 2. So 9 is a divisor, q is quotient, r is remainder. So remainder is 2. So 2 is the answer. So you can do in general also, or you can do in particular also. You take any one n. You can take n 1, 2, 3, anywhere, any number you want. So got it? Any doubt in this question?
Yes.
Okay, so you have class from 6 or what?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you can try 1, 2 more problem. So try one more. So the one question I'm giving, this is the last question for today class. So try this. So question is, if the coefficient of r minus fifth, the coefficients of r minus fifth and 2r minus 1th term in the expansion of 1 plus x raised to power 34 is, sorry, are equal. So coefficient of this term r minus 1th and 2r minus 1th term in the expansion of this are equal. Then find r. So what is value of r? So tell me the value of r. So try this. This is a very easy question. I think I'm muted. Yeah, can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, try this problem. So have you seen this question? So you try this. This is the last question for today class. So the question is the coefficient of r minus fifth and 2r minus 1th term in the expansion of 1 plus x raised to power 34 are equal. Then find the value of r. Yeah, tell me the value of r. And hint I was giving. So NCA is equal to NCB if and only if either A or equal to B or A plus B is equal to N. This is the hint. You might have seen this formula in permutation and combination. So what is the value of R? No one getting answer? So TR minus 5. So you can write TR minus 6 plus 1, right? So you will get what? N is 34. 34 C R minus 6 x raised to power R minus 6. And y need 2R minus 1th term. So I can write 2R minus 2 plus 1. You know formula? It's R plus 1. So 34C 2R minus 2 and x raised to power, because you know TR plus 1
So
is
minus 4.
okay. Let me check. So this is the formula I'm using. Okay, x raised to power R. So now x raised to power 2R minus 2. But they said the coefficient are equal. They said you this coefficient and this coefficient are equal. So 34C R minus 6 is equal to 34C 2R minus 2. Now you apply this formula. So either R minus 6 is equal to 2R minus 2, or look this formula. So NCA is equal to NCB if and only if either R minus 6 is equal to 2R minus 2 or what? R minus 6 plus 2R minus 2. This is equal to 34. So check what happens. So 2R minus R. So 2 minus 6 is 2R minus R. It's R. So R is minus 4. But R can be minus 4? No. If you put R as minus 4, then this R minus 5 will be minus 9. But minus 9th term, this is awkward. This is not possible. Can you find minus 9th term? No, terms are always positive. So this is not possible. So this will give you correct answer. So 3R minus 8 is 34. 1 minute. 3R 34 plus 8, 42. So R is 14. So yes, R is 14. 14 is possible. So answer is 14. So what is R? So R is 14. So practice the questions from your book. whichever book you're following. Just go through theories, definitions, solve examples without looking solution, and then you solve unsolved problem. Okay, so practice yourself, practice a lot, and ask your doubts. Okay, anything more?
No,
Yes. Okay, then we'll meet. So mostly we finished with binomial. There are much more concept, but I want you to first practice. Then advanced level will go later on. First you practice basic questions. Then we'll see, difficult level later on. Okay, that's all for today. So we'll meet in next class. Thank you.
thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye. Practice.